Secretary of State and author of the briefing book on Substack. Joel, welcome back to the show. So what are your expectations for tomorrow morning? Can Trump afford to continue playing nice with Putin?
Alex, it's really great to be with you. And look, my expectations are low. President Trump has spoken with Vladimir Putin already. He's spoken with him several times since he got inaugurated. And if you recall, of course, he said that he would fix this war on day one. You know, the big picture problem that we have here is that President Trump seems to want to restore American-Russian relations and ally with Vladimir Putin. And he does not want to get tough on him. To your question, he's not doing what needs to be done. He's not getting closer to Ukraine and tougher on Putin to get these talks to a place where they can have a positive outcome. He's just sort of begging Vladimir Putin to somehow throw him a bone so that he can then move to restoring these relations. And that's why I have low expectations for tomorrow.
I mean, can the Trump administration, Joel, even label this discussion as good faith negotiating, considering the Russian military launched an overnight attack on Ukraine's Kyiv region? It struck a civilian bus yesterday, killing at least 9 people. And this is what's going on as you lead up to this conversation at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
That's right. You just laid it all out there. And look, even last week, President Trump for days was saying he's willing to go to Turkey to host a meeting, a trilateral summit. Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine said, I'll be there, and he was there. Marco Rubio was there. Steve Witkoff was there, and nobody senior from Russia was there. So it's time to stop with this sort of getting yanked around and played by Vladimir Putin, which is what's happening. And I think it's willful by the president. I do believe he sees this war as an irritant to restoring relations with Russia, not as the actual issue that needs to be resolved. And that's why we see this sort of ongoing publicity about phone calls and talks rather than real action to get Russia, to compel Russia to stop its aggression and its war into Ukraine.
Yeah, but how long can that continue, Joel? To your point, we've seen all these talks, these machinations, oh, it's going to be fine, this, that, and the other, and yet people are dying every day. And that is the refrain we hear all the time from President Trump, saying people are dying. The most recent one, he said publicly, 5,000 people dying a day, and he claims that that is the issue. If it's such a pressing issue, why not stop the killing?
That's right. Why not? Why not demand that Vladimir Putin stop invading the country? The killing is happening inside of Ukraine. There's one aggressor. It's clear. You know, as Yamiche pointed out, it seemed for a while that the president and his team, they wanted to put all the pressure on Ukraine to unilaterally concede, quit, and basically allow Vladimir Putin to get his war aims. And Zelensky said no. And I think this White House understands that that's not going to fly, nor is it with Congress. And so they're in a box. The president's preferred policy is not selling either in Ukraine or in Congress. And so he has to get tough, but he really does not seem willing to. I'm waiting to see what he comes out with tomorrow. Will, after this call, the president of the United States call on Russia more aggressively to stop its aggression into Ukraine. But I'm just not holding my breath.
Okay, well, that's good because you got about 20 hours to wait, my friend. Anyway, thank you very much, Joel Rubin. We'll see you again.
Thanks, Alex.